Hello YouTube family, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sharita and welcome. And in today's video, we are going to be discussing fragrances that are very popular, that I love, but we're at the halfway point. Some of them are actually almost empties. But will I repurchase them is the question of today, okay? Some of these may surprise you. So let's go ahead and jump right into today's video. You guys, as always, be sure that you are subscribed to the channel. If you have been watching me and you're not subscribed, why, honey? It's free 99. Go ahead, support your girl. Also, be sure that the notification bell is turned on so you don't miss any of my uploads. And it's very important, give the video a big thumbs up if you find any value in the content along the way, as it helps my channel to grow. And this first one, you guys, is going to shock you, okay? So you all know how I feel about Spiritueuse Double Vanille by Guerlain. This bottle I have been babysitting. I always said once I run out, I'm getting a 200 ml. And honestly, once this bottle is gone, I don't think I'm going to repurchase it. I love this fragrance, do not get me wrong. But I love the Vanille Planifolia even more. I really don't feel like I need both, even though they're not like super duper close. That one is just the superior, like ambery vanilla to me. Now, Angelique Noir, now when that one's gone, she can be a 200 ml, but it's like you get these fragrances into your collection that you love so much in the beginning and maybe for the next couple years, but it's like your fragrance taste continues to change. It's like things that you were so die hard for at some point, it's like, okay, when she's empty, I'm okay. I'm ready to move on. Like, it's so many new beauties coming into my world, my life, and there is no need in being stuck on something that you really don't feel like you need more of. And so it's perfectly okay, you guys. So Spiritueuse Double Vanille, I feel like once it's gone, it won't be an immediate repurchase. Maybe, you know, a couple years after it's gonna be like, oh, I'm really craving that fragrance back in my collection. But for right now, the Vanille Planifolia just really has my whole heart as far as the more straightforward, slightly spicy vanilla Guerlain experience. So yeah, you guys, that's a shock to me. When I was looking through everything, I'm like, okay, this one's, we got about a fourth of a bottle left. Am I gonna repurchase this? I don't know. Oh my God, I don't know. So let's talk about it. But yeah. Okay, so moving on, there is another vanilla that has reached its halfway point, and this thing is so beast mode. I haven't decanted any of it. My daughter doesn't wear, like, I've been the only one wearing this, and it's so beast mode, and it's just like, dang, I actually didn't know I was this far along in the bottle until I held it up to the light. So we're probably a little bit below the halfway point. Absolutely gonna repurchase it the moment this bottle runs bone dry. Lucky Scent, I need you, okay? Let me get a new bottle of Bianco Latte, because this is just one of my best caramel vanilla gourmands. It just is. This thing smells so addictive, irresistible. There's this muskiness to it. You're getting all the honey, coumarin, caramel vibes for sure. It's like tonic. It's just so gorgeous, and the performance is just stellar on this fragrance. If you want to smell sweet all day, y'all, guess what? I forgot my scent for the day yesterday. When I went out to work my little extra job, I forgot to put on a perfume. Like, listen to me. Who am I? This has only happened twice in my entire perfume life. And I don't know, but y'all, this was still on my clothes from the last day, like 2 weeks ago, when I wore this particular uniform, like the vest and all that stuff. It still smelled like this. So I was still enveloped in a gorgeous scent, if you can believe it or not. So Bianco Latte, it has amazing performance. It's definitely worth the price point. And the dupe that I have smelled for this is just not, it's just not there. I will be getting my baby back in my life as soon as she is done. Again, this one is Bianco Latte by the House of Giardini Toscana. So this next one is quite popular for the house. It's only available in this little bitty bottle, and I just knew, oh my God, I'm gonna get this bottle so fast. I'm gonna re-up, and they need 100 ml, they need a 50 ml. I still have my La Capitale by Xerjoff. So do not get me wrong, this is a gorgeous scent. It's like strawberry, it's caramel, it's saffron, it's sexy, it's a little leathery, it's all of the things. But this wears just a hair heavy on some of those sexier notes. than what I would like, and I prefer the blend of MULA better. If you are on the fence, if you've been considering which one, because you hear they smell alike, and they do, they have very similar note profiles, and they smell very similar, but there is just something like just a little softer and a little sweeter and just super, same sexy vibe, but just something, okay, that I like in that one that I'm not quite getting from this one. This is a fabulous fragrance. If you're on the fence and you're looking at maybe performance as a determining factor, then I would say go with La Capitale. The performance on this is outstanding. You're going to smell it. It seems to be a bit of a mad magnet, but MULA is the girl. Okay, that one too, also a mad magnet. I love that one. And so this one, I am going to use it up. But once this one is gone, I feel like we're going to have to go ahead and bid her adieu. Okay, I love you, La Capitale, but our time has passed. This next one was so freaking wildly popular because everybody was like, oh my God, this is Rihanna's signature scent. You all know what I'm talking about. Killian's Love Don't Be Shy. I have no doubt that this fragrance would not have been so popular if it wasn't for that rumor that was, by the way, confirmed by someone who actually smelled her up close and personal. She smelled like this. So she did at least at one point have this in her collection and wore it. But it's just, I just don't think I can have a collection without this fragrance. It's one that I really don't wear that often anymore. But when I take this thing off and smell this cap, it's just nothing quite like it. The caramel, the marshmallowy, the orange blossom, the sweetness, it just sends me. Like, I think I know how it smells. I think I know the vibe. But then when I actually put this thing to my nostrils, it's like I'm almost just kind of taken aback at how sweet and gourmand and beautiful and delicious this fragrance is. So once this bottle is gone, I also have the black bottle, which is more beast mode. I will get through the both of those, and more than likely this will be a repurchase at some point. Yeah, I love it. I love the juice. Is really gotten like that dark salmon color. Wow, beautiful. But yeah, we were buying Love Don't Be Shy. I don't care if y'all tired of hearing about it and talking about it. I don't talk about it that much anymore, but best believe I love wearing that fragrance. So this next one is going to be one that I have put so many of y'all onto, and y'all have just been like, Sharita, I love Blanche Bette. Girl, I know. I love it too. And it's not going to be for everyone. No fragrance is. There is not one fragrance on this earth that you love and that everyone else is going to love. It's just not where that's not how fragrance works. So for those who get it, who love it, who understand it, they get it. They love it. They understand it. And for those who don't, they not vibing with nothing this late tonic, and that is perfectly okay. But for me, baby, Blanche Bette will always be a repurchase for now. Like, you never really know what the future holds. Like I said, your nose is always changing. A fragrance that I always thought I would love, La Belle. Girl, I don't want to smell that sweet ass fragrance ever again. It's just too much for me. And who would have thought I would ever come to that conclusion? But it happened. So that's where we're at. But this one, present date and time, I just cannot see myself not having this one. This is so milky and creamy. It's a little white floral. You've got this dusting of cacao. It's like the milk is just done so beautifully. It's very vanilla forward. It's magical. The sillage is insane on this fragrance. Even though you smell this, you don't think you're going to get anything beast mode, but trust me, honey, everyone in that room is going to smell that sillage, especially if you know how to spray. You don't have to overspray this one at all. You do not. But I overspray everything for the most part, unless it's like something just nuclear, like a guidance or no, okay? But this, oh my God, like, you give yourself a good 10 sprays, everyone is going to smell you all day. It could be 12 hours into my shift. Honey, somebody's still going to be telling me how great the room smells. They don't even know it's me. I'm still going to be asked, oh my God, like, who smells so good? Is that you? What are you wearing? All the things many hours later. So Blanche Bette, absolutely going to be repurchased. And I highly recommend you get your nose on this one if you have never experienced it. And this one is again from the house of Liquids Imaginaires. Next up is going to be the most coveted, the most loved, the most hated, the most talked about fragrance in my generation. Well, I don't know, my generation, my perfume generation. I've only been into fragrances for like a good 3.5 years. So when I came onto the fragrance scene, entered this world, this was the hottest thing popping. And it's still pretty hot, but the way they cloned it, the way everyone is like, I'm tired of everything smelling like Bakarat Rouge, it completely gave it a fall from grace. Yes, it did. But in my world, in my little bubble, which I thoroughly enjoy, my living bubble, this is still the GOAT. Honey, if I had to have one perfume, give me Baccarat Rouge, because I'm gonna be able to wear it and go anywhere. I'm gonna be ready for the Oscars, honey, should I be invited. I will be ready for church. I will be ready for the wedding. I will be ready for work. I will be ready for a night out. I will be ready for date night. This just checks all the boxes, and it is appropriate at any event, any function, any walk of life, okay? Now, you may have to go a little easier on the trigger depending on what time of year it is, because I find that this is such a beast mode scent, even though it's got that light, airy, like you can choke people out with Baccarat Rouge real quick, okay? 10 sprays of this is OD. You're doing a lot. And the people in the room may be your enemy, especially if they don't like the scent. So just depending on how you spray, like this can definitely take you anywhere. And there is just something about it that just makes me feel so luxurious. I am luxuriating. It's sweet, it's sexy, it's amber, I cannot, okay? Let me just move on, because if you wanted to spell Baccarat Rouge, you probably already have. If you are brand new to fragrance, if you don't listen to nobody, okay, you get your nose on this for yourself. Try it for yourself, because as soon as I had my little decant and I did this little thing with the dabber, honey, chow please, I'll immediately purchase that fragrance because I love it. And so for that reason, absolutely. As a matter of fact, the big ka-junk bottle, it probably will be the re-up on this one, because I've been babysitting. Really need to get through it. Love layering it with it, but absolutely Baccarat Rouge will be a repurchase for me. Next up is going to be a Cali, and I think the only Cali empties that I have is Vanilla 28. I'm on like bottle number 2, and number 2 is 100 ml, and we're below the halfway point on that one. Absolutely gonna repurchase that one. But today we're talking about Yum, and child, why do I have like half a wearing? Like, Yum is down to like the final 5 sprays, and I will be repurchasing it. I have 2 dupes in my collection of Yum, but something about Yum itself, there is just something about it. It's just, oh, I'm talking about with splitting hairs when talking about just slightly more refined than the dupes that I have. Affection is going to be the best dupe, in my opinion. The performance on Affection is amazing, and it smells so close. But I will be getting a re-up, probably the 100 ml of Young Pistachio this summer. It's just a gorgeously wearing gourmand for this time of year, and I feel so delicious when I put it on. The marshmallow fluffiness of it, whipped creaminess of it, just gives it this wonderful airy quality. And I need it. I need it back in my life. Like this, you might as well say it's empty. Like, I don't even think I'll be able to get a full wear out of what's left. You probably can't see it, but yeah, I mean, she's gone. She's gone. Okay. So absolutely repurchase. Right. So the last one is going to be a vanilla fragrance that I put so many of y'all on. You purchased it, you loved it, but let me tell you who put me onto it. It's going to be Miss Theresa. Theresa has a channel. If you have never checked out her channel, please, because the way she got in the comments and was like, girl, let me tell you what I've been obsessing over lately. VANI CHARNEL by Epico. I said, okay, I need it. Like, I had never smelled it. The notes, it's like, okay, well, I'm looking at it. Well, what are really going to be smelling like? It smells like not any other vanilla in my fragrance collection, you guys, because the caramel in here, it's almost like, you know how you melt in caramel and it's got like this like translucent buttery film that may get on the top, and it's just like a oil separate. This is like buttery, oily caramel vanilla deliciousness. That is how I can describe it. It is so sweet and it is so delicious. You got these candied fruits. Like if you are a vanillas girl, you want something a little straightforward, but you want something that is going to have like this transparent quality about it a little bit, very sweet. Lasting power is there, even though it's not a huge projector. You will be able to smell this on your person 10 hours later. Definitely overspray. If you overspray, you will get people complimenting you for sure. They like it will project with more sprays. So VANI is absolutely going to be repurchased. I had to go through hell, high water, jump hoops to get this fragrance before it was available in the US. Had to pay astronomical shipping. And I was like, Lucky sent, hey, it's me. You need to get this. You need to stock it because the girlies will love it. And sure enough, they did. Now I can easily just re-up. Thank God. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful fragrance and one of my favorite vanilla gourmands. This one will be repurchased this summer, and this one is from, again, the House of Epicole, and this is a VANI CHARNEL. All right, you guys, so that is our video for today. Please drop me a comment below. Let me know some that are getting close to empties, maybe halfway points, that you are reflecting, should I purchase this? Will you? Or won't you? I'm dying to know. Leave me a good 2 or 3 of those in the comments. And you guys, it has been so real. I love you all. Be sure that you are subscribed to the channel, and I will catch you guys on the next one.